My name's Nick Mialaris. I'm the CEO for Orana, a charitable organisation in the disability sector. Well, what we've been able to do as an organisation is we've been able to provide people with disabilities to extend their life, either through engaging them in the workplace and giving them more of a life where there's social integration that takes place. We've evolved into an organisation today where we employ about 250 staff. We've got about 250 people in our accommodation services around the state and about 450 in our employment services. Well, the challenges and the opportunities are quite diverse going forward with the NDIS. There's a lot more competition, there are a lot more challenges in improving our productivity to be competitive. IT is providing that opportunity for us.
I'm Ronald Kalakan. I'm the Systems Network Engineer at Orana. I support about 300 staff, that's across South Australia. And by combining the staff and employees, we're about 800 plus. When I joined Orana, everything was out of date. It was 2012, but we are using Pentium 4 computers. That was way back 2004. So a lot of things has to be done in order to improve the technology in the organizations.
We're going through a lot of our needs, and the dollars were really stacking up quite quickly. Not only with hardware, but also even with the software and the licensing and all those sorts of things. Being introduced to Connecting Up was really quite critical because there were so many things that we had to do, so many things we had to integrate. The money or the cost of doing that was absolutely significant. When you're a charitable organisation, when your focus is on providing services, to start using it on a whole lot of other things was going to be really quite challenging.
So I first heard Connecting Up through my boss, which is the HR General Manager, and I checked the website for Windows Server licensing, and I was really surprised about the price because normally it would cost thousands of dollars, but it's only a few hundreds. At first I was surprised, like, is this real or too good to be true? But after reading the contents of that website, it was amazing.
When Ron introduced the organisation to us and said, look, this is what it's going to cost us on a commercial basis, this is what's going to cost us going up through Connecting Up. I mean, it was just massive. There were massive savings. Look, the dollar savings on the licenses and some of the hardware and the software would be at least $150,000 over the last couple of years. $150,000 for an organisation like us is absolutely significant. One of the challenges that we need to be able to overcome for the future is not only saving money but adding value to clients receiving services. It's becoming a user pay system. So under a user pay system, you know, people go and they compare products and they think, well, okay, these two organisations offer the same thing, but this organisation's offering something more for free, and that's a major attraction. So there's a lot of value add that we're adding into our services as a result of some of the savings we've been able to make. One young man that comes to mind is a young man that used to live in Meningie, a small rural town. He was lost. He's got a lot of mental health problems. He was being misled by some of the local lads in the town. He came and worked for us very briefly, but he was never quite happy. He didn't have the choices. There wasn't a lot to do in the work that was available there. So he decided to move to Adelaide, and he explored some opportunities with us. And now, in the last 12 months since this young man's moved to Adelaide, he's moved into one of our apartments at Mailstone. He lives by himself, he fends for himself, he's made a lot of friends in those apartments, and he works with us pretty well full time. Every time you see this young man now, he's smiling, he's happy, he's engaged, and he tells us stories about his life of going to the footy and going into town and going to the movies, and it's made a massive difference in his life.
My name's David Cox and I'm the Training Services Manager here at Pia Vitae. We've been in the industry now for over 28 years and we are one of the largest training providers here in South Australia. We currently have 560 apprentices that we assist there in our training college, 200 vet students, these are vet and school students, and 3,000 upskilling students throughout the year that will come here for their licence upgrades and so on.
My name is Isaac Carmody and I'm studying Certificate 3 in Electrotechnology at Pia Vitae. As an electrical apprentice, PeerVeet offer really good job security and really good experience because they send us out to different host employers throughout the industry, and we gain a big variety of experience which we probably wouldn't get if we were directly with an employer.
Connecting Up and PeerVeet have a relationship that dates back to about 4 or 5 years now. We first contacted them through a not-for-profit donations program, and that was a good avenue for us to start purchasing some IT equipment, licensing, computers and so forth. But in 2012, Peer embarked on a national training program which included e-learning. So we've purchased 16 computers through Connecting Up, and they're refurbished, which is to keep the cost down. And now today we have over 100 laptops that we've purchased through Connecting Up. It's moved us into the new world where learning is going.
For the electrical apprenticeship, for our study, we do it all online, and we have a lot of access to the latest resources and information, and it's very interactive as well, so it's really good. There is always online access for us. We never have to fight for a computer, so there's always somewhere to learn.
We certainly could have accessed these products without Connecting Up services. However, we know that without putting a definite figure on it, we have saved thousands of dollars by using Connecting Up. Being in the industry for 28 years, what we've experienced is apprentices that came to us and now have become host employers and hosting apprentices from PeerVeet, and they're through the training and they've been trained through the training centre. So the journey is complete, and it's quite exciting to see that happening.
I'm Dan Billing, I'm the CEO of the Indigenous Reading Project. We're a small non-profit that delivers a digital e-literacy program to Aboriginal kids.
So I got the opportunity basically to mentor Dan through this volunteering program to basically help him understand what could be basically the value of the new digital world to help his journey through the education of local communities.
I'm very interested in learning about what the tech sector can offer the not-for-profit sector. We get to talk to a range of people with different skill sets, and they're just people that have different insights to what we might normally have in our day-to-day work. And I think it just means we can pick up tips, create new relationships, and just get access to different kinds of thinking and resources. So it's been really positive.
So I'm volunteering, basically part of Microsoft, to try to contribute to the local community and not-profit organization with the experience I've acquired in the corporate world. So we have basically Microsoft committed to basically provide some help to the communities, and each employee's got basically some spare time paid by Microsoft to basically volunteer for any organization, non-profit, that they think they could add value.
He's doing sort of sales and marketing type work. I think intuitively a lot of not-for-profits don't necessarily have huge resources and budgets to do marketing, but it's actually a really important aspect of our work. So we're going to spend a bit of time together thinking about how we can use their networks to promote what we're doing and to explain the benefits of our work to a kind of wider audience, and that might potentially have some benefits in terms of subscribers and supporters to our service, recruiting skilled volunteers that have specific tech experience, so kind of excited about where that might go.
But for me, this kind of event helps me get connected to the real local community and try to see if I can contribute really probably quicker in a very tangible way that I understand, and I can see the result with basically a real use case. So it gives me the opportunities to, beside the corporate world, understand what's the value Microsoft could provide to connect these people and to basically help the children and the future basically leaders in Australia get a better chance in this digital world.